G'day, how fast can you solve this easy multiplication question? 63 multiplied by 67. It looks pretty difficult, and I'm only going to give you 3 seconds, so see how you go. Alright, time's up. Did you get the answer? 4,221. If you did, congratulations, that's the correct answer. Like, really well done, right? If not, don't worry about it. I'm going to show you a trick right now that's really simple to learn, easy to apply, and what's more, it'll have you multiplying these sorts of numbers in well under 3 seconds. So let me show you using the example. So 63 multiplied by 67. So notice a couple of things about this equation. It meets a couple of conditions that need to be met in order for this trick to work. First off, if we look at the 63 and 67 and we look at the tens digits for both, we're going to notice that they're both the same. In this case, they are both 6s. And that's the first condition that needs to be met, is that the tens digits are the same. Next, if we look at the units digits of both numbers, we're going to see that they are complementary. 3 and 7 both add up to 10. So 3 plus 7 is 10, and that means they're complementary, and that's the second condition that needs to be met. So before you blast away in the comments saying this trick doesn't work for you with some numbers that you've chosen, make sure these numbers fulfill these two conditions. The tens digits are the same, and the units digits are up to 10. They are complementary. So how do we do this particular trick? 63 times 67, nice and simple. It's an easy first step. We're going to start out with our tens digit here, and we're going to look at the number that's 1 more than that. So 1 more than 6 is 7. And what we're going to do now is we're going to multiply this tens digit by the number that's 1 more than it. So 6 times 7 gives us the first part of our answer, 42. Simple. To get the last two digits of our answer, nice and easy, we're just going to multiply these units digits together. 3 times 7 equals 21. Our answer, 4,221. Done. How's that? It's as easy as promised, right? Obviously, it can't be used for every multiplication, but it's easy to remember and instant to use, and it's a great addition to your mental multiplication toolkit. Just remember those conditions, okay? So let's not wait. What about I give you a couple of these for you to solve? So I'll start out with something nice and easy, 21 times 29. And you'll notice, first off, the tens digits are the same, and the units digits, well, they add up to 10. What about we do another one? We do 114 multiplied by 116. You'll notice that now we have 3-digit numbers, but we're going to be using this entire 11 to get the first part of our answer. Finally, I'll give you another question, 45 squared. This trick can also be used to solve this type of question here. See if you can work it out, but I'm going to show you obviously when I go through the answers. So pause the video and give these a go. Remember, first what we're going to do is we're going to get the first part of our answer by adding 1 to it and multiplying. So 3 times 2 would be 6. And then to get the units, we multiply together. But remember, it's a 2-digit units answer we're going to be getting. You'll see this in the answer. So if you like this trick, please hit the like buttons, leave a comment. Although comments telling me that this trick doesn't work when they don't meet the conditions, you know, it's kind of going to be old hat. So anyway, let's have a look at these answers here. 21 times 29. Okay. We have 2 digits that are the same at the start, and it adds up to 10, the units, so easy. So the next number after 2 is a 3. 2 3s are equal to 6. To get the units part of our answer, 1 times 9, well, 1 times 9 is equal to 9. But this 9 is going to be put in like this, 0, 9. It's a 2-digit number that fits into the end here. So we put it in as 2 digits as a 0, 9. Our answer, 609. Okay, next question. 114 times 116. As I said, we're going to use that entire 11 as our first part of our answer. So 11 times 12. 11 times 12, easy, 132. And to get the final part of our answer, 4 times 6. 6 4s are 24. Our answer, 13,224. It's a really simple trick, right? Finally, we have 45 squared. Now I'm going to draw this out, just an extended version, just so you can see what's happening. So 45 squared literally means 45 times 45. I'm sure you already knew that. Okay, so how do we go through and solve this now? Well, you can see that the digits in the tens are the same, and the units digits add up to 10, so we can use this trick. So the next number after a 4, or 1 more than a 4, is a 5. So 4 times 5 gives us the first part of our answer, 20. Finally, we just go 5 times 5, we get the answer of 25. Our answer, 2,000 and 25. Anyway, that's a great trick, right? Fast to use and easy to remember. And please, before you start rage commenting that this trick is very, very limited, I agree with you. It is a limited trick. But the real trick with mental multiplication is knowing a wide variety of tricks and then using the right one at the select moment. So I think it's a great one to add to your mental multiplication toolkit. As I said, hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe, yada yada yada. As usual, a big shout out to my patrons. There is a link in the description below if you wish to support my channel, and it's greatly appreciated. Anyway, as usual, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.